Hello and welcome back to the one and only Speculation Hour. That's your boy A-Bomb here, and of course, as always with me is my brother from another mother, Crypto Dilly. What's up, my man?
Not a lot, man. Ready to get into some speculation. We got a lot to unpack today, so let's get right into it.
We're bringing the facts to y'all, so straight away, we're going to jump into Wagmison's tweet from last week. It's essentially this metrics. It looks like a table of content that you see a wallet address far left, and then you see a number and numbers, afterward. And now to give you a breakdown at this very first column with the wallet that says OXB091, the number to the right of that wallet address is 68. Now, this first column that you see that has 68 and down, not across, 68 and down, is representing the amount of Gtags that this wallet holds. Now, the next number, which is 30, all the way across the board, all the way down, that's the number of badges that this person has earned throughout their missions and participation throughout Battletown. Now, we earn these through going on missions, and those that have 30 or more badges will be able to have first dibs at minting or fusing their G tags to ensure a rarity class that they would like to receive. And now that gets into the next number, which is 68. Now, this corresponds with the very first number because to get a common PFP, you only need one G tag. So if you have 68 G tags, you could then in turn get 68 PFPs that are common. Now, the next number is 34. You take 68, cut it in half. If it takes 2 G tags to get a uncommon PFP, then if you have 68 G tags, you can get 34 uncommon. And the numbers go so on and so forth. It's pretty basic math from there, where if you wanted to, then you can see the metrics 2, 4, and 8. That's essentially telling you per class, if you want a common, it'll take 1 G tag. Uncommon, 2, rare, 4, and in epic, it'll take 8 G tags for you to fuse together to ensure that you are receiving a rarity of a certain type. Now, where this goes further is we were talking about Popcorn in the 10K TFM Twitter chat, and we found out through Cinema he was squeezing Bam Bam for some alpha. I don't think he was really squeezing her. She was just willing to give it to us because I don't think anybody squeezed Bam Bam. But really what happened was Bam Bam told us that the more popcorn you have for whatever, rarity that you're going to receive will just, increase the chances of you getting a specific trait that is rarer than others. So for apes, I guess you could correlate that to like blue beam apes, right? It's a very rare trait that you have, or being gold furred. These are examples that even if you have a common G tag and you have an immense amount of popcorn though, for a specific class, or altogether for that matter, potentially, we're still uncertain about this. This is speculation now, after all. You could potentially receive a rare trait, even though it's a common PFP.
No, I like that. So, I mean, it's kind of like you have the classes of, specific characters like the Swampy or the Mega Jaw, and then you actually can have them rank up on class. So, I like that we have 8 is going to be the epic. That's some clarity on how many G tags that you're going to need to fuse together. And then the number of popcorn, you can get rare traits for that specific asset class. And so this is going to help people to be a little bit more strategic. And one thing that's really interesting is the post-it note at the bottom left where it says 10K. And so it's almost like they don't know yet what number this collection is going to end up at. So 10,000 is kind of a question mark because it's like, well, what if, more people actually use less of their G tags or they use more of their G tags to fuse? Well, that's going to be a dynamic that they end up, having to play with and figure out what's going to end up with what. And then with everything that's going on, what takes place with Battletown after we go through this fusing event? Are we going to still earn popcorn beyond this point? Is popcorn going to be used within Battletown to create our PFPs? And then beyond the PFP creation, is popcorn still going to be used for some other activity? And that's where I think the unconverted aspect of the post-it note comes in too. It's like, well, you have popcorn, you have tea leaves, which we already do know will be used beyond this. And then you also have the number of G tags that may not be converted at all into anything because people just don't use them. Very similar to the Gucci Mint Pass or, the slipstreams, many different things within 10KTF. If you don't use it, you'll lose it, right? So that will also determine the supply that takes place within this collection as well.
Yeah, speaking of supply really quick, I just want to hop on this too. So for the majority of the G tags that were converted to 721s, I believe it is, that's about 12.1K. Now, the current average is that every, holder in 10K TF that's active that actually did this conversion is about 2 per wallet. So you're looking already with that, you're looking at less than 7,000, tiered collection of PFPs. So really interesting to see. I mean, most collections go around anywhere from 5 to 10. So it would be interesting to see if that auction with the question mark at the bottom has anything to do with a potential public sale as well. I'd be curious to see that. And as well, be curious to see what the community's thoughts are on that.
But the last thing on this Post-it note, and then we'll kind of wrap things up, is Gtag. Obviously, beyond this, I think Gtag is going to have a role to play in the Gtag fusing. We talked about this in another video. They are the utility company, New Tokyo Electric Company. So are they going to provide utility? Are they going to be the ones that fuse these Gtags together with the ultimate power to make things happen? And are these PFPs, I mean, they're all like ancient beings, Kraken, Swampy. They're kind of like antagonists in a way is what they've been kind of portrayed as. Or are they going to be protagonists, and how will Gtag play their role and what these PFPs become? And I'm super excited to see this play out. And I think things are happening really fast, and we're going to see within the next couple weeks, everything kind of come to fruition, which is super exciting.
Yeah, can't wait to see it. Thank you all for watching so much. Be sure to check in on our Twitter chat that we host every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Standard Time. If you have any thoughts on any of this content, please drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, let us know what you think. And we'll be back next week. So catch you then.
Unless we're rugged. Peace.
Unless we're rugged.